Welcome back to CSM TV. What is going on in here? Huh? Dude, are you seriously playing with toys again? No, I was just going over plans for the Colt. I wasn't, yeah, I wasn't doing that. Come on, man. The shootout is right around the corner. We have got to get to work like now. Really, what's this Wii stuff we're talking about? We're the same persons. We are back in the garage today working on the Pony Express, and it has been a little slow this year. We've been waiting on parts, waiting on money, things like that. It happens. Stuff gets in the way. Some people lose motivation, but we are gearing up. We got a couple races coming up. We got the Whole Shot Media race we got to get ready for and get tested, and then right after that we are going right into shootout. So we need to get this thing going and dialed in so we can hopefully be competitive again this year. We do have, I think, everything in to get the car going, and if you haven't watched the videos and seen my injectors, got lost in the mail, so I got a new set of ID injectors. These are 2600 this time because they don't make the 2000s, so we got to put those in. The rear diff back from Tim over at TMZ with all his tricks that we had him do to it, and then we'll probably move on to the turbo. Got to get that thing mounted up, get the downpipe on, do a few other things, and hopefully I think that's it. So if I remember right, we'll go ahead get to it. All right, you guys couldn't tell, I worked ahead just a little bit from the last video, at least if you watched the last one. Did get everything pretty much in the engine bay hooked up as much as I could. I did kind of save the injectors for you guys because they've been such a pain in my butt this year with losing them and then having to buy new ones and all that sort of thing. But hey, shit happens. Just got to move on and keep on going. So I'm gonna pop these dudes in, and then that'll be pretty much everything on the engine bay, I believe. Well, besides the turbo and downpipe, but we'll get to that later. That I'm glad I checked that earlier. Those have different connectors than what's on the car, so I get to make a new adapter harness. Hell yeah. Okay, so I went ahead, swapped the injectors over. It's something I would normally film, but I ended up actually taking these into work and swapping them over there. So didn't film while I was there for reasons, and we got it ready to go. We'll see. Hopefully it all fits the same. Did have to trim off a little bit because you got to trim the old pins off, put some new ones on, but should be all right. We got some heat shrink back on there, but I'm not going to shrink those until we test this and make sure it works. Let's go ahead and clip this thing on. Hopefully it fits still. So the rear end is basically a TMZ stage 2, I guess you could say. It's a full rebuild, and then it adds shop painting to the rear diff ring and pinion to that, and then it does. Stage 2 does have the Frontline Fab cover in there with it, but I was able to get a little bit cheaper since I already had that on my diff. I got that, I picked that up at Shootout for a ridiculous deal. I'm sure Tim did an awesome job on this thing, and it already looks great. Everything's still sealed up, painted. Rear diff cover has seen better days, but that's fine. We don't need it to look good. We just need it to function. So this thing should be ready to throw in. Let's get to it. Actually, can you turn my fan off?
Oh man, you doing something?
Yeah. Come on, bitch. Huh. Oh, there it goes. Shit. All right, now that the rear end is all done, ready to go, can move on to the turbo. So last time you guys saw me struggle to get the cover on, which is actually probably a good thing because we didn't have our sensor in that needs to go, so we need to do that. And then I'm going to go ahead and mock up the turbo. I probably should have done this the first time. Actually mark where it goes on the housing so we can stick it where it needs to go, and then put this guy on, hopefully. So yeah, we need to get this on the manifold and then on the car. Let's get to it. I wonder if the camera is picking up that torque wrench. No, I need to show the people what's going on, so they don't think it's something weird.
No, it's something
No,
weird.
I promise it's not. My guy's just putting some cams in. Okay, we got everything bolted up. And back on the downpipe, I was gonna redo most of it, but I think instead, because I kind of want to redo this front end at some point, which being the engine mount and some other things. It's just everything's in the way, especially these oil lines. Those things are a pain in the ass, but we're not doing that right now. So I think for the downpipe, I think we can get away with cutting off this flange. And I mean, it's really close. And it's always kind of not fit great because it's been modified a couple times. So I think I can make it work. So I'm going to try to cut off the flange and see how close it is. Let's go from there. I think it'll work. Guess we'll see how it fits. Alright, little test fit. Isn't great. So maybe add a little extension, which would actually help things. So try to do that. I did a terrible job documenting the downpipe, but it is already done. We just added a little extension here to it, and then had my buddy Matt come weld it up, and everything actually fit pretty good. The fitment and everything did really well, and actually fits better than it did before. So quick fix. Didn't have to remake the whole thing, which I had kind of planned on doing, or at least most of it. That'll do for now. I think I'm just gonna rewrap it because my powder coat guy is out for the summer. So I would like to have it ceramic coated, but can't really do that right now. So moving on, we need to address the intercooler pipe down here. We're just gonna run a silicone coupler instead. I bought another cast elbow. I'm not gonna be welding it to the turbo. I think we're just gonna run 2 couplers if we can do that. And I've already actually kind of test fit it. Now I'll have to cut this pipe down a little bit. So we need to figure out how much to cut off. So let's get to it. Look at that. Perfect. Just needs a bead roll. Okay, with the intercooler pipe on, fitted up, we can actually pull everything back apart and finish everything else up we need to do. So wrap the downpipe, bead roll the intercooler pipe, get this clamp on the turbine housing and the sensor. Need to get that in there. and the fittings, all that stuff. So we need to go ahead and pull the turbo kit back off, finish it, and put it back on for the last time, hopefully. Let's get to it. Oof. It's not good. Yeah, that should get the job done. God.
Oh shit, here we go again. Just kidding.
Holy shit, what a beast. I probably should have grabbed the fucking tool.
Did you start your video for the first start of 2025 in August?
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Neat. No warning now. Just I hear filming us without her consent.
I was gonna edit it out, like besides the car starting. But
Where is it? I want to make sure I stare right at it the whole time.
it's over there in the corner, out of the way. Can't fucking get it, dude. There's a staring down. All right, as you guys saw, the first restart after all the new upgrades went well, thankfully. I was a little stressed out just because of previous things that have happened. If you know, you know. And yeah, the next thing, we're gonna have to get this thing, have to get some things cleaned up and out of the way, get this on the ground, and then we could take for a test drive. Probably need to check the stall up on this thing before we hit the track, which is gonna be soon. So I need to get back to work. So I'm gonna get that, and then we'll take her for a little test drive, see how she does. the short cruise we did and the stall-up test going well, that only leaves one more thing to do. That's right, we are loaded up, ready to head to the track. We are not going to do anything crazy. We're going to probably leave it on low boost, see how it does, see how it takes all the changes that we made to the car. So not looking for crazy numbers, just want to get some good baseline numbers with our fuel tables and all that stuff, make sure everything is working as it should, and see see what happens. Hopefully we can get some good passes in this evening. It's not too packed, we'll see. So yeah, I guess we'll head to the track and see what we can do.
Alright, first pass, we're not going to do anything crazy. It's a low boost, which is about 23 psi. It's our, I believe 1050, it might be a 1020 tune-up. I'd have to go back and look at the logs, and I still haven't done that, so that's whatever. So we are thinking to go the 8th mile, and unless I can look down at the gauges and see what's going on, I'm anticipating, since I haven't driven since last year, that I'm not gonna, you know, even be able to look down and see that everything's running good. But if it's feeling good and I can look down and see the AFRs are good, I'm gonna stay in it for the rest of the pass. And it just so happens that my buddy from work, Dean, is there in his Mustang, and we ended up getting lined up. We talked smack a little bit, and I am definitely not ready to race this thing. I haven't made enough passes this year, but let's see what happens. Checked over the log, everything looks really good with the car. The AFRs are good, things running good, the pass felt great. It felt pretty good. It did feel a little slow, which surprisingly on the first pass I made all year, it usually feels like a rocket ship, and I think I might be a little bit ruined. So well, there's that. That's fine. But anyways, so the next pass, this one, we put in our 10.0 tune-up, which is about 28 psi. It usually runs 10.0 on days like this, and we'll see what we can do. So also, trying not to line up with any of the dragsters at this test and tune, and unfortunately I did get lined up with probably the loudest and one of the fastest ones on the property, and it's rough. I hate lining up with them just because they're so loud. I don't even think I even heard my two-step. I had to look at the lights flashing to even know if I had enough boost build up, but we'll give it a rip and see what happens.
See what it ran? No, it's fine. I pushed the button once. Did you change something?
Probably just running efficiency of the turbo.
Fuck. I was like, God damn, she ripping.
Alright, so once again, you need to be making your way to the staging lane.
I just not want to.
Slick
I
tires
saw you
lanes
sit
1
there, I
and
was
2,
like,
street
yeah,
tires
he's gonna
lanes 3 and 4.
Oh yeah. I was like, the lights are on. I'm like, I think. I'm like, God damn it. Sheesh. Well, that went way better than expected. You never know when you change so many things how it's gonna go. So I can't complain. The car did everything that I wanted it to do for the first time out. I'm actually really surprised on how well it went. first pass was super clean, and second pass turned it up just a little and went faster with less boost than we have with the old setup. So I'm super pumped about that. With the new diff in the rear end, everything felt actually really smooth. I don't know, it's hard to say because it's been, you know, a while since my last pass, but it felt good. I think everything is working really well with it, and I can't complain. That is awesome. I am super pumped. We only got 2 passes last night, which is really fine. I was actually pretty happy with that. So got a little bit of work to do to get our settings back where we had everything set on the button on the dash. You won't be able to see. There's too much reflection. For all my index classes, so we'll have to go back through the boost map and kind of set those back up where we can get close. But other than that, I mean, it seems really good. I'm gonna get the car in the air, go over everything, make sure everything's still tight, do all that before the next race, and change nothing, just go over the car really well. I know this is gonna be a long video, it's longer than I thought. I could have broken it up, but everything just kept flowing with getting everything done and trying to make sure everything's ready for shootout and all the other races I'm going to. So yeah, hopefully you guys stuck around and liked the longer video, and yeah, hopefully we'll see you on the next one.